Let me catch up.
Yeah.
It's all right. This is what video editing is about.
You know?
Literally.
Joe Rogan would never let this happen.
What up, y'all? I'm Stevie Buggz. I'm here with my co-host, Sanchez. And today we are highlighting Jeremy Pape.
What's up?
Hi, Jeremy.
Hey, Buggz. Hey, man. Thank you for having me to your living room.
No, of course, everybody knows you as Pape.
Yep.
Paper boy.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself, man. Who are you?
Oh, sheesh. Oh, man.
No, wait, stop. Cut. Pape is a videographer from the city of Denver. If you haven't heard about him, this is why we're doing this show, because we really want to tell the story of some of the important creatives in our city. So Pape has been working on videos for years. I mean, how many years has it been?
It's been, I was actually just doing the math.
Yeah,
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
fire. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Worked with all sorts of artists from the city. Worked with national artists as well.
Yeah.
So I guess, man, I want to ask you, how did you get started into video? Did you start with music videos, or did you? Okay,
I started with.
How'd you get started?
I like fumbled my way into it because so my degree is in fine arts.
Okay.
And for my thesis project, I was doing this cool project called Pursuit Denver, where I was going to club let outs, and I had like this little janky camera that I would live stream to my projector, and I'd have people. I'd be like. Do street interviews with people, but their answers would be projected on the wall of the club.
Yeah.
And so I would just be asking people what they wanted to get out of life. And while doing that, I ran into Turner Jackson.
Yeah.
One of my best pals to this day.
Is that how you met him?
Yep. Yeah. Just randomly at a club let out through Tony Mason, if you know Tony Mason.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome dude as well in the creative scene. And yeah, so Tej and I had this camera from, at the time I was working for DPS as like an intern. So they let me use like their shit.
Okay.
So I had this like little flip camera.
Nice.
And Tej was like, dude, this is so cool. You want to try and make a little music video with me?
What?
And I was like, fuck it. Of course, got to.
Yeah.
So we made a video called Star Destroyer.
Millions of light years, ship fitted and kitted and getting it with the right gears.
And after I did that video, that was like 2012. So that was like when you could use Twitter easily.
Okay, yeah.
And so then I just like tweeted that video out.
Yeah.
And that's when Gucci Mane's people hit me up and were like, can you come to Atlanta? And then just snowballed from there.
So Gucci was your second video ever?
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
lit. What was that like?
So scary. So scary, bro.
How many days were you down there?
I was in Atlanta the first time.
When you went down Gucci?
Yeah, I've been down. I went to Atlanta for several trips.
Okay.
But the first time I went, it was just for one night.
Okay.
And
that one night was
got
enough
food
for you.
out.
You're like,
Bro. Well, because so I get there, right?
Yeah.
A dude named Stickman picks me up in like an old gold, probably like Camry or something like that.
Nice. Yeah.
Picks me up from the airport. I'm just like, I don't even know. I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone.
You didn't go with anybody?
Didn't go with anyone.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't go with any money. I used flight.
You wanted to go get paid, right?
No, and I wasn't getting paid.
Oh, you just wanted to do work with Gucci.
I just wanted to
Yeah.
work with Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
And so it's so crazy because on Twitter's people hit me up and they're like, if you can come out tomorrow, we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
And by the grace of God, like this was probably, I don't know when it was, but it was shortly after Christmas because I had flight vouchers from when I was flying home to visit my family, and fucking my flight got delayed, so the airline gave me these flight vouchers.
Wow.
So I used those to get to Atlanta.
Yeah.
But for real, had literally no money. And so
Free
I
flight.
had to ask Stick Man. I was like, I'm sorry, I just know you. I'm just meeting you. But I'm pretty hungry. So he takes me to McDonald's. Stick Man was like the coolest dude ever.
Dope.
But they didn't pay me.
Yeah.
They didn't put me up anywhere.
Oh man.
So
Just
like
figure it
after I
out.
finished the video,
They just
Gucci
dropped
Man
you
was
off
like
somewhere?
at the trap house that we filmed at. So I
So
legit
you
was sleeping in
went
You
the
from
slept at the trap house.
Went
On
from
the
the
phone.
airport
man.
with no money, went to McDonald's, did your video with Gucci Man,
2 videos turned out.
and slept at the trap where you shot it.
yeah, like legit, like people were
Legend.
going in and out. It was like I was like just holding my little camera. I was
That is what the grind really looks like.
The
For
definition.
real.
Going with no money and a vision and like just trusting the process that you're going to be safe, you're going to be successful, and that this is literally going to be the path for you, because goodness knows, like, anything could have happened.
So when you say it was kind of like sketch, what was it like? What was there that was like, oh, this isn't.
It's Atlanta.
Well, like, yeah, like it was Zone 6, so like this was pre-prison Gucci Man.
Yeah.
So like the first video we shot, I don't know if you are familiar with Coach K, but Coach K is definitely, he runs QC.
Sure.
So he pulled up in this big ass Hummer. They don't get out. Gucci Man hops out, like right in front of the traffic. I go to greet him.
Yeah. Yeah.
With a hug.
Yeah.
He does not hug.
Starting
He's
with
not a hugger. Yeah. Forced it on him. A bit of a hug rape.
But with the Papester, you gotta hug.
You know, I was like, man, we're walking in love, bro.
Yeah. There's no other way that Pape says hello.
They probably were just like, this white boy. Like,
Right.
Yeah, because I was for sure the only white guy there too. For sure.
The lightest complexion.
For sure. Yeah, and so I meet the guy Woe, who runs the trap.
Okay,
and he's just showing me his guns, and we go in the backyard and he shoots some guns. There's like a stripper pole in the middle of one of the rooms. I'm like, this is just very wild.
What a life!
What a life! Yeah. And so we shoot the video.
We have good times here.
Yeah. For sure, it was dirtbag heaven.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Figs was there with me. He like kind of like was like my mentor for like the formative years of me and like learning my style and how I edit and shit.
Who was it that you were talking to on Twitter before you went down there?
Figs.
Yep. Okay.
Because at the time he was Brick Squad. Okay. Like their tour videographer.
Okay, cool. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you still talk to him?
No.
Yeah.
He like we stayed in touch for a long time, but then he just kind of went off the rails and I never heard from him again.
Oh, really?
But another guy.
Is he still shooting?
No.
Okay.
He got really into cycling.
Oh.
And then had a weird. He was like he was like the definition of like a tormented artist. So I think he had some shit going on
for sure.
So he just like kind of went off the rails. But one of the guys that I came up with, his name is Gus, Slim Gus. Okay. He's from Buffalo, and he came up with all the Griselda guys, and he's still shooting. Shit. And I actually he shot a video with Priest when he was out in Denver. I connected with those guys. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So at the trap, is there like shit going down? You know, like is
like work happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like work happening.
Yeah, work was happening. Work was happening.
Nice.
Yeah.
So and that was your first time like being around some real trap shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So certainly. I can only imagine, man.
Certainly. Yeah. So that was called North Pole.
Breaking blocks in from Mexico. I made $100,000 at the Texaco.
Okay.
We shot that in like 45 minutes, and Gucci Man was like, "You guys are incredible. Let's do another one." Yeah. So then we go to Patchworks, which is like a pretty famous studio in Atlanta, and we shot Quiet in there.
I take a brick off a brick and cook a deuce. Way I'm beating up all these babies, call it child abuse.
And that was just like a studio video, but you like, that was like when Brick Squad was really like had a stranglehold on the hood, and so like you'd go to the back room, and there's just like guys like literally chopping bricks up, and he's like, "You gotta turn off your camera if you're coming back here." I'm like, "I just don't want to be back here, actually."
I'll go to the front and put my camera on.
That's not the career path. But yeah. So knocked those 2 videos out. We edited them like the same day, and they were stoked. So then we kept fucking with them.
And then from that point, you go back to Denver, and are you just lit at that point?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, but you come back to Denver. Everybody knows you just did this video with Gucci. You're fucking with Turner Jackson.
Yep.
That was and then Dope Game, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Is that when Dope Game started? Did Dope Game start after the Gucci shoot or before the Gucci shoot?
Kind of like around the same time.
Okay. That's tight. Because that was around that year, huh?
2012,
13-ish era.
Exactly.
That's wild.
When I met Pape, he was welcome to the Dope Game photographer, videographer, anything you need, Dope Game. This is
Show him the tattoo.
He's the man. He's the man.
Forever repping.
And they were like the cool kids on the block. Still are.
Definitely.
Still are.
Now we're just old.
Just the cool TTs and uncles now.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Sit on that. And now we have a little more money and we can feed ourselves.
Yes. Yeah. Praise the Lord.
Definitely.
We're no longer starving artists.
Yeah.
So who did you start Welcome to the Dope Game with?
Welcome to Dope Game really formatively was myself, Turner Jackson, DJ Dozen, Marcus Aurelius, God rest his soul, and Jason Coates.
Dope.
That was like.
And then who did Dope Game become?
Oh, and Infamous Jones.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Infamous
sorry.
Jones.
Yep,
Okay.
Yep.
And then by the time, you guys got bigger, how many people were in Dope Game by the time?
Maybe like 20 or something. Yeah.
Like a lot of people.
A lot of people. Yeah.
How did that come to be? How did Dope Game grow to be what it was?
People were trying to get put on like it was a gang.
I know, yeah. It was
For
like
sure.
a gang of artists.
So and so, yeah, because it was the cool kid crew. Literally, anybody in that group, they do something so amazing that nobody else does. They do it their own way. They don't care what anybody thinks. Like it's really a free form, and you guys like made a family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of
non-judgmental,
like open-hearted artists, and that was kind of like a new thing at that time. I feel like.
I mean, to speak to that, if they don't know, what did Dope Game stand for?
Don't oppress positive energy, motherfuckers.
One of the most clever brands I've ever heard of. Don't oppress positive energy.
That was word to Turner's son.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
He came up with that. Turner's son came up with that.
Well, he was just like,
that's amazing.
Yeah, because there was some, but yes, he came.
You guys were trying to figure out what is DOPE going to stand for.
Yeah. That's what you wanted to call it.
That's fire, man.
And it had to stand for something.
Fire.
Yeah, because Dozen used to have all these mixtapes. And we were like,
so
oh shit.
How did Dope Game grow? How did you grow Dope Game?
Super organically. I think like we just got behind Turner and Marcus was like really the machine, but then he passed maybe a couple years after we started.
What was his role in it?
He was an artist as well, but he was like really the guy that had his shit together. Like he was
had
married. Had a home.
Okay, nice.
He was like,
he's like
so
stable.
We had a place to, we had like a place to
somewhere
go.
to do this stuff.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
With our free cameras and borrowed equipment.
Right.
Totally,
We don't have to go to the
100%.
library anymore.
For real.
That's part of the hustle. That's part of the story. You know,
100%.
like.
Yeah. So he was like, the brains behind the operation, really.
Okay.
But then he passed, and then we kind of like, that was like when a lot of us, it was like two camps kind of.
Okay.
And one camp went one way and one camp went the other way. And so Turner and myself took it amongst ourselves to kind of like run with the Welcome to the Dope Game thing.
Nice. Yeah. So you guys picked it up and ran with it. And
yep.
Who were the artists that you initially brought on to Dope Game after you guys if it was you and Turner and you guys decided, look, man, we're going to direct the ship. Who were the first artists that you brought on to Dope Game?
You have to excuse me if I forget anyone, but for sure, Hustle Man, Sid Madrid, Catch Lungs.
Yeah, Catch was tight.
Yeah, super tight. Rob For Real. I think those were like the core guys at the beginning. Right?
Was it Tommy Brown?
Tommy Brown came in a little bit after.
A little bit after that.
He was like the second wave.
Okay.
Like Tommy Brown,
So
Mr. Mighty,
were those
Lily
that
Fangs were like a second
That's
wave.
right. Yeah, they were. Yeah. Those artists that you initially started with, were those guys that you had known growing up, or how did you meet those guys? How did they come into the picture?
That's a really good question. I think just through Turner.
Okay.
And the Rex. We went to the Rex
okay.
a lot. I don't know if you remember the Rex.
No, I don't think I've ever been there.
It was like a bar under the bridge where where that King Supers is now, kind of downtown.
What street are we talking about?
It's right downtown by the ballpark.
Okay, I know what bridge you're
by the
talking
skate
about.
park.
Yep, like right
towards the
underneath
skate park. There was
those
a bar over
bridges.
there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it was sweet.
So you were meeting artists there?
Yep. Yeah,
Nice.
we would just because Turner would always just be fucking around and doing like open mics and shit like that, and so
Random little spots that they have anything like
totally
in hole in the walls. Like,
yep.
What happened to Welcome to the Dope Game?
There was a juncture in which I think the reality Derek died.
For sure.
And that was
that
was a really big thing.
That was big in the city, not just in Welcome to the Dope
Yeah.
Game. I feel like that hit Denver like
Definitely.
solid.
Yeah.
We can talk more about that off camera too, because definitely.
I love him dearly.
Yeah, nobody expected it, and I mean, it's just like I'm terrified of my kids getting on a motorcycle because of that reason.
Yeah, I have never gone on a motorcycle since. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Right.
I guess I didn't mention him at the beginning, but he and I met differently. We didn't. He wasn't with the circle for a while.
Okay.
But
you brought him into Dope Game later on.
Yeah, because I was homeless for a short period of time, and he let me sleep on his couch, and then we just stayed living together.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
So his passing kind of, I guess, like
a trigger.
Yeah, and it was like shit or get off the pot type situation where it's like just realizing like, for me, am I going to move to LA? No. The answer was no. I don't want to go to LA. I don't fucking like LA.
For sure.
So I want to stay in Denver. So what does that look like instead? And how can I take this career that I've kind of created for myself and how do I evolve that, I suppose?
Yeah.
So.
What artists do you still fuck with from Dope Game?
All of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's fire.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get into the next part of it. You're an independent creative. You're your own boss. What were the biggest challenges you faced to get to where you are?
Maybe like learning the ebbs and flows of how being an independent, and like learning to ride those appropriately. You know, the first couple of years, because then after Derek died, Jason and I started Collective Culture.
Okay.
And that was really when we started making money.
Right.
And
that's when you went like to like the commercials with corporations and more commercial, right?
Yeah.
Less like street and cool and music. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. More like
you got to go get the bag at some point.
Get some checks here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
for sure.
But like that, I remember when that happened. Like the Collective, you and Jason really like went running with it. You guys like, didn't you guys go? You guys gone like overseas?
Yep. Yeah, I shot a movie in the Dominican. We did like some shit in Europe and a ton of stuff in South America. Yeah. So I mean, thank God for Jason, man. He's like the yin to my yang.
Great duo.
Perfect.
Right.
Yeah, like I thank God every day for him because it's like, man, it's so rare to be able to have someone that you can trust so intimately.
Yeah.
That's
and
not
your families
your
are close. On top of that,
right.
like your business, your family, you guys both grew together. You guys both have children, kind of around the same ages. Like that's really like, I think it's important because then you guys grow in your business priorities together.
Yeah,
and it's nice to have somebody that's looking out for you.
Yeah.
And you can trust, you can lean back on when
totally.
You yeah.
Yeah, we were actually just having a conversation about that because I am not a businessman.
Okay.
But right now we're doing some we're scaling our business right now, and so like we're having like fucking hard conversations and Zoom calls every day, and fucking I have to sit and listen to people for hours on end, and fucking Jason was teasing me because he was like, I know that you don't like to do this, so I'm just going to get good at it so that you don't have to do this.
Right.
Like, thank you, bro.
Right.
Let
Pape be creative. Yeah. Let him think about camera angles.
Totally, right? Yeah, for real. Let me just set up these cameras and fucking make these cuties look good.
Who are your biggest influences in the video world?
In the video world?
In the video world. I mean, let's widen it. Who are your biggest artistic influences?
Oh, cool. Spike Lee.
Yeah.
Figs, for sure.
Yeah.
David LaChapelle.
Okay. Yeah.
And just like, and I really like, I like the story of Basquiat. He kind of got played out in the
mainstream now.
Yeah. Like I did a whole research paper on him before he was cool.
Nice.
Let you motherfuckers know.
Yeah. Pape like Bosky first.
Y'all like him
and Jay-Z.
He
I was gonna say before Jay-Z stole his haircut. Okay.
Because that's how it goes. Somebody learns something cool from somebody that is cool, and then
celebrate it.
Yeah, it keeps going. Like it snowballs.
Who's the first person you said?
Spike Lee.
What do you take from Spike Lee's work?
Oh, that's a great question. Maybe I think that he just does such a wonderful job of I don't know him, so this could be totally off, but I feel that he makes an effort to build a relationship with the person that he puts on his camera.
Okay.
And I think that's like so important. I think I do that.
Do that very well.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, I've shot with Pape a couple times on both sides, being like, a curator and a model.
Yeah.
And I'm not a model by any means, but I felt like the baddest bitch in that,
Hey,
in that
yeah.
shoot. You know what I'm telling
As
you?
you should, right?
Yeah, and that's when I had the Seg Boys. Remember that?
Yeah.
You're guaranteed to have a good time at a Pape shoot.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
And to
no
feel
doubt.
like the baddest
Wait.
motherfucker in there.
Okay, next question. Have you ever had a bad shoot?
Have I ever had a bad
Like,
shoot? For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like so bad you had to like shut it down like we're not finishing this right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to hear that story.
Like, why?
I gotta hear this.
Well, one of them was, and I love these guys, so it was only one of the guys, but the TKO guys, you know, Shu,
I don't think I've met them.
Lorenzo Baca, and then
yeah.
Concept Uno. Did you ever
Okay,
meet him?
I've never met them, no.
Concept
Lorenzo
Wonder.
Baca's a tattoo artist, right?
Yep.
Super dope.
One of the illest.
His portraits,
Yeah.
his
Oh,
mini
yeah.
portraits. Oh my gosh,
He did this Jesus
phenomenal.
on me. He's berserk.
Hey, dope.
But they're wild ass motherfuckers. They are.
Tattoo artists don't play.
I
They
can
do
tell
not
from your
fucking play.
eyes that y'all are not like.
They're like wild dudes.
Like
Yeah.
tattoo parlors are already, you know, like a
Yeah.
party spot, like kind of
Yeah.
like a barbershop.
Definitely.
10 times 10.
and they're in,
They were the
and
kings
they're
of
like
that.
kind of gang banging.
Okay.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
they're really big in graffiti.
Nice. Yeah.
And so there was this like all these hard ass fools that were all there.
Yeah.
And that's what they are, fools too.
Yeah, for real. And fucking one of the homies, he's so dope. So I probably won't mention his name so he doesn't
Yeah.
feel embarrassed because it was a disaster on
Sure.
all parts.
Yeah.
But he just couldn't get his shit together, so he thought drinking would help.
So he's one of the artists.
Yep.
Okay.
So
and he starts
it was
drinking.
like
Okay.
a click track. It was like Cody Beasley, Concept Warner, Shu, and then the other homie. And the other homie just couldn't get his words, so he was drinking.
Yeah.
And he just got sloppy, bro. And it was probably like the middle of the day, you know.
Right.
And I'm not
Right.
one to poo-poo day drinking, but like,
Yeah.
I'm also one to be like, take some shots if you need to do your job, buddy.
Yeah,
you know
wanna
what I
get the
mean?
job
Like,
done, yeah.
Yeah.
So he comes out and fucking like Shu had it.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'm like, action. Bro comes up, slurs his words, and Shu just goes up and decks this fool, and they just whoop the shit out of him.
They all started fighting?
Yeah, no, they all just beat up on this
They
fool.
jumped him.
Yeah, they just fucked him up. And Cody was like, "We won't be finishing today." I was like, "No, we will not, bro."
Now this boy's bleeding.
Yeah, I was like, this poor guy.
story.
What a disaster.
So he was like the little homie, obviously.
He was grown.
Okay.
He was big, older than me.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
He's like,
Damn.
Yeah. No, he
Dang.
just had a drinking problem.
Right. And was fucking up
Right.
the shoot.
Yeah.
Stage
Yeah.
fright.
Yeah.
Because those two don't
He
go
got
together.
Wow. What did you do when you were witnessing that?
I was just like
keep recording?
flabbergasted. What?
Did you
Oh
keep
yeah,
recording?
for sure. I was like, maybe we'll make this into a video.
Right.
I don't even know if
B-roll.
we finished that
Yeah,
video.
B-roll
Yeah.
for sure. Behind the scenes, what it takes to make art.
Oh my word! Yeah, it
That's
was a
great.
mess. Yeah.
Wow.
So that was just one of probably many disasters.
Wow, man.
They're not all winners.
What a story.
What about like a commercial disaster, like where it's supposed to be like really
Professional?
business? Yeah, has that happened?
No, because those are so much more curated and there's so much more money on the line that people don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
So like, because it's not always fun.
Yeah, it'd be worse
that's
than
for
getting
sure.
jumped if you fuck that up.
Yeah, right, right. Yeah. So yeah.
Do you like the commercial work?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like we're getting into a lane right now that I really enjoy. It's like
Okay.
a
Is it as
good
boring
balance.
as it sounds though? Like commercial work, you know, you think of like Walmart and Target, like those corny commercials, but that's not like necessarily.
Yeah, but I mean, I like to look at it like I'm doing my craft, so it just is an opportunity for me to like, because I just stopped doing music videos because I'm working on a documentary, and so I gotta put my focus on that.
Like
But-
stop forever or just took a pause?
Probably stop for like maybe like till like next year, maybe like
'cause
next
I'm
summer or
like, the
something.
Pape music videos are like
Well,
built the city for sure.
Yeah, period.
hey,
Everybody's got a Pape video.
And
everyone's
if you
got
don't,
paid
you're
video.
lacking.
Yeah, you're not certified.
At all. Or if you're not a model in a Pape video,
Right.
you're not a model.
Right.
No, but I felt it was a good time to maybe take a pause. I think that the city's in really good hands.
Yeah.
But to that point, like it just you're always getting better at your craft, whether it's like learning how to direct, some fucking nerd from Nebraska, or how to hear from like CEOs like that are running like 8 or 9 figure businesses talk way differently than like how a rapper would talk to me, and so I have to like learn how to like receive that, I guess.
How does the commercial industry like your
Apeness.
friendly behavior?
I think they like it.
They like it?
Yeah.
It's
I
a
mean, we
good
keep
fit.
getting hired.
To get referred, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, so you said you kind of stumbled into video production and making music videos. Why did you stick with it?
I felt like I was telling. I felt like there was a need in Denver because there was really only 8 to Skate doing it.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, when
Shout out
started,
8
there
to
wasn't.
Skate.
Shout out 8 to
Another
Skate.
person almost everybody has a video from.
Yeah.
Right,
there's
totally,
literally-
yeah.
Right.
No, he was like the only guy doing it when I like came on the scene, and so I was like, well, shit, there should
You
be
made
at
it
least
cool.
another person.
Yeah.
You made it cool because there's about 50 videographers now.
Yeah. Everybody wants to buy a camera to do their own thing now, like, which is great
Definitely.
because then they all have the confidence
Right.
because you made it look so flawless and so easy and so like this is so much fun. It's when it's really could be stressful. Like
For sure.
if you don't know how to handle the pressure, like
sure.
hey, if you can't hold the weight, man. Because
Definitely.
I personally had some bad videographers, photographers, editors like
Right.
recently. So
For sure.
man,
Step your game up, kids.
step them up. If I could hire Pape for everything, I would.
For sure. If I could afford paper for
If I
everything.
could afford Pape and Buggz, I would never go anywhere else.
All right, so my bad. Why stick with it? You felt like there was a need in Denver.
Yeah, I felt like there was a need in Denver. I really love music, and but I suck at. There's like, I don't play music, and I don't rap.
Have you tried to rap?
Yeah, there's a video out there.
Nice. I gotta look at that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you
is it
any
called?
hints, no. But there's a music video of me and Turner Jackson.
Wow.
Yeah, when I
Turner.
broke up with my girlfriend,
That is cool.
and I was fresh. I was just homeless for a small period of time because I was living with that girl. So I was like, I gotta get out of here. So we made a song about it.
You guys will know if we find this video if we play it right now. My bad.
I was young then. Don't judge me.
I'm hitting up Turner, bro. I'm liking this video.
Right. Okay. So you like music, but you
Yeah,
didn't feel like
Wasn't
you were.
for you.
Yeah.
You tried it.
I tried it.
You tried it.
It's terrible. I even did a
Yeah.
performance.
Yeah.
Like live?
Yeah, it's at I think it was called Stoney's right there on Lincoln.
Oh wow.
Is that right?
I've heard of Stonies. I feel like
Yeah.
I've probably been there.
I'm
Tight.
Yeah.
One performance.
One performance.
That had to
That
feel
was
good
it.
though. That had to be like something
did.
that you're still proud of to
I
this
was because there was
Period.
a young black lady in the front row.
Yeah,
who
she was jamming?
smitten by me.
day. What?
was like,
yeah.
All
Nice.
right, nothing else.
I'm
Nothing
that
else.
guy.
I'm gonna get a number out of
I'm
this
that
one.
guy. I don't want to brag too hard,
Yes.
but I'm basically
All
him.
5 people in the crowd were vibing.
Yeah. No, she was the only one in the crowd. Well, she likes me.
That's what matters.
You know? Yeah. Yeah, so I just felt like I could fill a space. And then as I got deeper into it, I just started realizing that you're like telling pretty important stories. You know, you're showing like how people are living, what they value.
Yeah.
And you're just getting to like I was saying about Spike Lee, like, you know, you're really having these really cool, beautiful relationships with like a vast majority of people. So that's fucking cool too, you know?
All right. So, what's your creative approach when you are thinking about a music video? How do you start to finish? What do you want your viewer to see? What are you thinking when you're planning a video?
I guess there's like 2 roads that I go down. First road is like, do I have full creative control? If yes, and I love this song, because there's I guess that splinters, because there's songs that have like a deeper meaning, and then there's just raw songs.
Sure.
So like a deeper meaning song, I'll try and think about like what lesson do I think is important, or what am I learning in my life right now, and how can I marry that with the story that the artist is telling?
You bring something of your own personal
Yeah.
life into it. I like that.
Yeah. So that's what so like if it's a track that I feel has like a deeper layer to it, then I'll 100% do that, and I'll generally go the extra mile as far as like pre-production and like storyboarding. I'm actually working on this project with this guy named Stacks right now.
Okay.
Amazing young kid.
You'll have to show me some of his stuff.
I will.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal.
Dope.
All my life I've been different. All my life I've been stunting on these niggas. Yeah. All money in.
He's up at CSU.
Okay.
Fucking, I think he's like a wide receiver. Right
Nice.
there. He's gonna go pro.
Oh shit, that's tight.
Yeah, he's doing his.
Man.
Yeah, and he does music.
Right.
And he's getting a degree in international affairs. He's and he's hot. He's the full package.
Nice.
Yeah, he's so
like
smart. He's so thoughtful.
Just everything, huh?
I love him. I
love
just
those
want
type
to
of people
champion him.
that they just have.
How old is he?
Well-rounded.
He's a senior in college. So what are you, like 21-ish?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a young artist.
Kid. Yeah.
Old athlete, young artist.
Totally.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
How that works.
Yeah.
But so long and the short of that was he just has these beautiful songs that he's written about just being young and what that feels like and no one trusting you and
Wow, you related. You relate to it.
Like, oh, yeah. And so like like really was thorough on like how do we portray that? What does that look like? How can we make the viewer feel that way?
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's just a fucking rah video,
Sometimes
and I'm just like,
just
let's just
point
make
and
a
shoot.
cool ass, no, not a point and shoot, but let's make a cool ass set, and let's have a cool playground, and then let's
make it
fucking
look
fuck
cool.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if you can build a space in which to play, then you can't really fail. Like, because if you fuck around at a gas station, it looks stupid, right? Because then you're
for
like,
sure.
whoa, bro, you're like,
You're at a gas
why did you even
station.
make this video? There's 1 million of these videos. But if you fuck around at like even at a gas station, but you turned off the lights and you brought your own light and you set a tire on fire, then you're like, whoa, that's
Yeah.
a cool gas station.
Absolutely.
What a scary gas station. That guy must be a gangbanger. You know?
That guy must be tough.
Yeah. He doesn't do hugs.
Hardcore.
He doesn't hug. You can tell that man doesn't hug. What's your favorite part of the process? Is it the planning and coming up with the idea? Is it the shooting?
Yep.
Or is it the editing?
Probably all. I love it all. For music videos, I love it all.
Yeah.
Cause like the planning is pretty fun because it just gives you the framework. But then the shooting's just, to me, probably the shooting is the best because it's like I don't know if this might date me, but there was this game on PlayStation called IQ Man.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was just like a puzzle game, and it was like complex puzzles and multiple puzzles at once.
Yeah.
And
Definitely
that's
dating yourself because I have no idea what you're talking about.
PlayStation 1 demo discs and all.
I was an Xbox guy. Yeah. And Nintendo before
Sega
that.
over here. I don't know what
Yeah.
Well, anyways, fucking
They'll get it.
Google fucking IQ Man, dudes. I just love I love the layers of problem solving that a video, because you're wrangling people, you're directing people, you're making sure sets are built, you're telling your gaffer how to set the lights up.
Damn,
it's like
that's cool.
it's just like a multiple,
It's like The Sims.
yeah.
You have to be like multifaceted for that too. Like you have to have a vision for the whole thing.
Right.
Because you can have somebody shoot it, and then you can have somebody edit it. You can have somebody set it up, but you're doing all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's why that's like one of the biggest, I think, like we'll do, if I'm doing big budget music videos or for the label, then I'll just be a director and we'll have a larger team. Yeah. But here in Denver, it doesn't allow for that, and I kind of was okay with that because I have a cool relationship with a label in Nashville, and so like all my label dreams are fulfilled through them. And so Denver is more just like, how can I have the most fun and provide the most value? Yeah. So it's more like I could probably build a team, and I have I work with some really incredible people that come on and just get down with the get down. But for the most part, I kind of just like it's fun for me to just be me and the artist, and it's like that kind of intimate situation.
I feel like that makes your relationships with people really strong. Like everybody always feels like when you talk about Jeremy Pape, oh, that's my guy, that's my homie. I've known him for
100%.
so long. Like I swear, because when he told me who it was, like, oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Right.
I hope that I that's intentional. I hope that people feel that way, because it's.
But not everybody has that with their videographer.
For sure.
You know, videographer, photographers.
Right.
It's really cut and dry sometimes.
Right.
And
Sometimes it's more transactional.
Yeah, like here's your money, shoot what I want you to shoot, and edit how I want you to edit it, and on my way.
Totally. Yeah. I think I'm just such an artsy fartsy fuck that I just like. It's like important for me.
And
to
it makes
just,
it
like,
fun.
deal.
The artsy fartsy is that's the way to go, man. That's
Yeah.
how to enjoy
It's real
creativity.
passion.
100%.
It's real love for it. It makes it like feel so organic, like you said. Like it just no fake shit. Like for
Exactly. Yeah. We're here to just make something really beautiful. I always tell the artists that it's like we're having an art baby. You know, like we both like they love that song so much, and I love this video so much, and together we're like creating something really beautiful together. You know, and that's intimate and exciting and
you
fun.
can't really take it away once it's out in the world. Like no matter how many times you delete it, somebody saved it.
Yeah,
you know?
for real.
Like once you put it out on the internet, it'll never go away.
100%. Except for one time.
I just want to. Oh wait, go ahead.
Story
time.
I don't know if his story time worth telling. I just had a disaster with my YouTube channel when I was early.
Okay.
And like someone had bought views for my for their video on my channel. So then YouTube
it makes it look weird.
Well, then YouTube started taking down videos, which,
like that.
And some videos I just didn't have, like, because it was when I was like very poor, and I didn't have hard drives to back shit up. I was like,
you lost it.
Yeah, and so I had to deal with some pretty angry armed people.
Oh man,
damn.
armed people.
Yeah.
How do you fix that? Free video?
No, there was no free video.
Not that.
It's just paper.
I'm about my paper, dog.
It's like only $7.50 on the next one.
Yeah, I got you for the love, bro.
Yeah.
I'll let you pay in 3 easy installments.
We'll get it right back up there.
Yep.
Fuck YouTube.
Yep.
I just want to point out that Pape has never yelled at me.
Okay.
Until I asked him if he does point and shoot videos.
Never. He corrected you very fast.
Very fast.
He did not
I
let that-
have
he
never
didn't even
seen
let you
Pape that
finish.
pissed off. Let's rewind that.
No, not a point and shoot, but let's make a cool ass set.
We got to play that back because I've never seen you that angry.
Well, actually, never.
There's intention.
Not point
you
and
must
shoot,
live with
Buggz.
intention,
I
bro.
would never.
Do you have
Respect
any?
on my name.
Do you have any videographer beef?
Just with myself. I guess.
Seriously.
No, I knew there was one fellow who, like, I remember I didn't have a Facebook, but
Okay.
I remember someone had made a big stink on Facebook, and word got to me about this gentleman not liking me.
This is recently.
Oh,
Isn't it?
I don't know. Shit.
I feel like the young guys.
More guys that don't like me.
There might be. I feel like the young guys, they don't understand what you've done.
Oh man.
You know,
Well, put some respect on it.
put some fucking respect on it. I know that's right.
I was just informed about it. I forgot Bobby probably, because Bobby's
Okay.
the queen of
Right.
gossip. Yeah, so he fucking sent me a screenshot and was like, "Look at
It's
them
always gotta
talking
be
about
somebody.
you." Yeah.
I'm dead.
And I was like, "Oh man, that sucks." But I mean, it's like, feel however you want to feel. I feel great about me, so I'm like,
How recent was that told to you?
I think it was like right when I deleted shortly after I deleted my Facebook. So maybe like a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. So there's more recent ones than that, Buggz?
I feel like it's probably the same one we're talking about. It was, last couple years.
Okay. Phewish. It's like I'm trying to be nice here,
I
guys.
just remember something, but
That's what
I don't even
think
know the
about.
specifics.
Like, who could have beef with Pape? Like,
if you know him, you can't.
If you know him, if you've had a conversation with him, if you've ever been in his presence, like, he's like one of those people that you can't help but love. Like, you might hate that you love him so much. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be around you more. Like, why are you not my friends? I feel like that's how people may feel.
Right, yeah.
And in turn, it turns into a negative side. You know what I mean? Like a jealousy almost.
That's very well said. Yeah, I think, 100. What she said.
How do you keep the peace?
I mean, because I feel like
how do you go about? What's your strategy for keeping good relations with everyone?
For me, it's just being like, I'm just honestly, this is how I feel. So like, I just got a word from my pastor the other day, and I was like, that's kind of how I not to toot my own horn, but I was like, man, I'm already doing that, motherfucker. But just like truth and love, right? Yeah. And so like, I will always love you, and I don't even have to fucking like you, but I'm called to love you. That's kind of, you know, that's like my higher calling, right? Is to love everyone, you know. And so
even when they talk shit about you unprovoked, absolutely. How do you deal with that?
I mean, what's there to deal with? It's just like it's. You're not saying it to my fucking face,
yeah.
So
like
I don't give a shit. You know, you can say whatever you want to say, yeah.
Right.
And it's like not acknowledging it, not giving it no power. You know, like I feel like your power. That's
so disciplined of you, but you probably just have been that way your entire life.
No, I seen Pape do some crazy shit.
I mean,
not like aggressively, but he was a dirtbag. We were dirtbags when we had a lot of fun. Like there was no limits, and like I said, it's never been aggressive or mean by any means because that's not his character. But
yeah, I think
crazy shit.
I'm always down for the crazy shit, but I think that there is like I've always believed that I believe that everyone's first calling is to love without fail and without what's the word I'm looking for? Without like, you don't have to do shit for me to love you. Right. I just gotta love you. Yeah. Unconditional, exactly. And, you know, and you can feel how you want to feel about me, or you can act however you want to act. But I also, you know, like I understand that that's like we're all just people on this crazy rock trying to figure it out. And, you know, the best answer for me is to show love, you know?
I love that. I mean, I feel like you've influenced me in how I deal with people. Since I've met you, I feel like I try to deal more in love. I mean, I was a very standoffish kid, and like I was pretty fucking not social.
I know.
But I have to say, like, you know, you are positive energy, man. You embody that. And when you see that, in action, you have to like reflect on yourself and try to add that to what you can do as a human being too.
Dang. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely, man. You're
never cry on this show.
You're inspirational, bro. For real. You're great. You're a great person to be around, and
that's really the only fucking reason, you know, like of all the things I would prefer to be remembered as that as opposed to like an artist or a business guy or
man, because that is you. That is who you are.
Cool.
Through and
like
through.
A lover boy for sure. Like out of all the tattoos, that's the one you need the most. A lover boy.
Love hard.
Yeah, exactly.
What's a rule that's meant to be broken?
Damn near all of them.
Amen. Yeah.
Rebels in the building.
You know. Yeah. I mean, like Ace was saying, I was this fucking dirty, rotten scumbag, so I don't think I was really much for rule following in the...
It wasn't, it was like, we don't follow the rules, but we're having fun and we're respectful to a degree.
Yeah.
And we're still living life
I'm coming with love always, but, you know...
But we're standing on the couch.
Why did you tell me to do that? Yeah, I'm doing coke on your bar right now, okay? So you need to chill.
Clean this off, because I need to...
I don't want to get an infection, bro.
Pape was always the first one to take his shirt off. I'll say that.
Yeah. Pape's also known to just take a piss wherever.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Gotta let it go.
Take a piss, take a fuck, whatever you need.
Do you have any favorite bodies of work of your own?
Man, I gotta say, the projects that Lance and I have done are like so special to me. Word to you, actually.
I love those videos.
Me too. You can really tell that he and I are kindred spirits.
Yeah.
And
I remember the realism is like amazing.
Right.
I remember that like phone call. Like I remember like I can close my eyes and I was driving down Federal and Buggz, I was like, here goes Buggz giving me a fucking pitch on why I should do a video for cheap. Sounds great, Buggz.
Bro, it's my friend. He's really great.
The video's about love.
I wouldn't be calling you if I wasn't trying to get a discount. That's for sure.
I was like, shit.
If I don't need to pitch the discount, I'll just tell him your social media.
But if I'm trying to hook you up, I'm gonna make a call for you.
Right. You know, I was like, man. And then
that one was worth it. Yeah.
I mean, we won the Denver Film Festival with that video.
Man, so crazy. Cool. We'll play a clip of that.
Show the stranger that I loved him and he damn near cried. The love I want from y'all, I need to have for myself. The love we want from this world, we need to show.
We built Lance and I, he's one of my closest friends to this day.
Yeah. Right. Man.
You know,
Speak on that, man.
Yeah,
Because I mean, his project is getting ready to drop.
Yeah. I'm so excited for him.
So it's like a good time to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm championing him as much as I can.
How do you feel about it, man? I mean, it's unique.
It is. To me, I was telling this to K-Tone because remember when I was like, oh, we got to get bootleg Kev, and you're like, how do we do that? So I called K-Tone.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, Kev just left, but send me his project, or send me his SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Or not SoundCloud, fucking Spotify. And, why was I saying all that? Oh, because I was telling K-Tone, just like, in my opinion, it's like the most comprehensive, important project to come out of the city probably since like Tej did. I thought Turner's Black Electric Love was like one of the most important ones.
Yeah, right.
Because that like pushed the genre. And was like,
it's like gonna change the sound.
Change
Yeah.
perspectives.
Change perspective. It's an important album.
super important. And just the way that Lance was the one who kind of got me on being thoughtful about intention. And he's so intentional about this project. And you can tell.
Yeah.
You know, everything is, I mean, you kicked ass at the mixing and mastering and all that shit and all the cool jargon that you would say in which to give you your accolades, but you did a really good job.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
All that.
Made that shit sound good.
Sounds great.
That's what that means.
But the
Really
videos,
good job.
I'm in love with the sound and I'm in love with the videos both because I've seen them both from a different side. You guys both mix and mastered those.
Right.
I interviewed him after for my podcast.
Yeah.
And we played one of his favorite videos, and I literally went through his catalog. You know, you got to do your homework before you have people. I literally watched all of his videos and just like going through them. It's just like I felt like I was there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm watching it on my phone. I'm watching it on the computer. I feel like you're into it. You from the things that you hear to the visuals that go along with it. Like y'all would have thought that y'all did that all together. Like sat in a room and planned it out. And
but you know what?
Like that. Like because that's
that's the important part about listening to God or the universe is that we don't have to sit in a room and talk about it, but it'll come together like it's supposed to when you just trust in the believe in the universe. Because you can tell when
it doesn't. You've seen the first edit that we had.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Not butter. That shit was chopped cheese. Like.
But Buggz was at the video shoot fucking pulling chairs.
See?
So, putting in the work, had to make it happen. Somebody had to do it.
Yeah, somebody has to make it happen. And when you guys have that like relationship, it makes the quality of what you're making so much stronger. Yeah,
it was a really special day. I'll never forget. That was probably my top 5 favorite video shoots was Beautiful Motherfucker. Dope. Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. Because LJ was there too, and I deeply love John.
Man, that's right, bro. Yeah. He's doing his thing in Phoenix right now. Yep. That's so cool.
Yeah, it was just...
That is where I met him, at that shoot.
Oh, no way?
Yeah, and then he's shot commercials for the studio and stuff like that now.
Yeah. He's the best.
Yeah, super cool guy. I'm excited for the Lano shit. We'll drop some clips of that too.
But we all are flawed. When people show you they true colors, believe what they are. Look, I just play my hand, never complain about my cards.
I want to see. I'd like to see him continue to do more shows. That's what I kind of.
Oh, okay. Like we were talking about the K-Tone story. You were bragging on K-Tone. K-Tone's another person I want to interview too.
Factor.
I mean,
legendary.
The mayor of the city.
How does it get any more legendary than K-Tone?
For sure, he's the pillar. Like of if anything hip hop in all of Colorado.
Yeah.
If
K-Tone is the
he represents it.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's so cool. But he is Denver to the core.
Everybody follows it. Like,
and he just puts the work in, man. That guy is obsessed.
Yeah.
And he literally wants everybody to be involved.
Yeah.
It's not like he's not like a gatekeeper. You know, he's
like,
you want to know my vendors right over here. Talk to him.
Totally.
I'll introduce him.
K-Tone, the first one who gave me a shot as an artist.
K-Tone was the first person that booked me as a personal bottle girl.
That's the guy,
Chances.
you know?
Like, who has their personal bottle girl for a DJ these days? Like, now it's a thing in the city. But no, I'm sorry. I don't get drinks for anybody else but him.
Right.
Pay me better.
Damn.
For real.
That's some boss shit.
That's some boss shit.
I want to do that as a customer. Just bring my own bottle, girl.
Literally. And he
bring my own bottle.
That's like, you know what he wanted? Cranberry juice.
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't drink alcohol. He doesn't works in the clubs all the time.
He doesn't drink.
That's why he's so hot. Have you seen that guy's tummy?
Of course, man.
Working
He's been working out for sure.
You sexy son of a bitch.
This kind of goes hand in hand with the Lance project, but Who do you want to plug, and what are you excited about that's going on in your orbit right now?
Yeah.
Say it again at the camera because you're like looking at your phone.
Okay.
You're just like out.
Who do you want to plug in, or no? See, it's so unnatural when I like
But
plan it out.
Just read it and then look at me and then say it.
Yeah.
All right. Let me read it.
Get
Just
his
say.
reading glasses.
All right. Who should we be excited about in your orbit right now? No, I forgot the second half. All right. This is not, we got to go to the first one. It's going to be the first one. Now go ahead and answer.
Christ almighty, Buggz.
Sorry.
I would say, for sure, Lance, he's one that I'm championing.
Yes.
Stacks is one that I was championing. I spoke about him previously.
Yep.
And then, do you know Pat Anthony?
I know of him.
I love Pat Anthony.
He tried to beef with me on Facebook about 5 years ago.
Well,
I don't care.
Water under the bridge.
Yeah,
see?
I don't care. But stop beefing on Facebook, okay?
Stop
doesn't
using
work.
Facebook. People.
doesn't work.
Yeah, stop
Fucking
using
nerds.
Facebook. Absolutely. All right,
Get
so
an
Pat Anthony,
OnlyFans
he's
like the rest
actually
of us.
he's dope.
So dope.
Okay.
His new music is out of this world, dude.
Yeah.
It's
What kind of genre is he? Because I never even heard the name. Now I'm going to have to do some homework.
yeah, check him out. He's doing like
Punk?
like punk rap type
Yeah.
shit, like Black
Punk
Bear,
rap, okay.
like Black Bear kind of, or who's the other guy? I forgot.
MGK.
Nah.
I mean, it's only
MGK
punk
is more
hip hop
like
artist I
Rocky,
know. Yeah.
But Black Bear, the closest similarity would be Black Bear.
Yeah.
But I just love him. He's just like such a good dude.
Yeah.
And he's got the work ethic, and he was a big fella,
Okay.
and he lost like 120 pounds.
Did
or
he
something
really?
Like that. Yeah.
Wow,
and just like,
man.
I'd love for you to have a chat with him in his this new iteration.
Right.
Of him.
I'm sure he's changed, as everyone has.
Yeah, totally.
The past 5 years.
Yeah.
But just a beautiful soul, and he and I are have an incredible video coming out that I'm super excited about.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to call you. Sometimes I just want to hold you.
Otherwise, there's the staples. Like I'll forever tell everyone to check out AP. I think he's
of course.
like the best rapper in Denver.
AP,
in my
Ray
opinion.
Reed, Trev, we love them.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Legends
so,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
In the city.
Yeah.
And you've worked with those guys for years and years and years.
Yeah, that's like my
It's
brothers.
like it's like all of their videos for like a consistent time. Pape was shooting all of their videos every day.
Yeah.
Those boys were shooting videos.
Right, yeah.
Those men
Right.
were getting.
How many
content
videos do you have with
taken
Trev?
out.
Because I mean, Trev, I know Leland's his guy.
Yeah, so I don't have as many with Trev.
Yeah.
I only have like maybe Trev and I shot the first video I did on a Red.
Nice.
Which we
Damn,
did.
which video
for-
was that?
It's called Sometimes.
Oh yeah, of course. That's a big song.
Needle the skin, sometime I just need to repent. Sometime wanna be with the clique or be with the fit by my lonesome. Sometimes I feel like I'm the
Yeah.
Really good video in my opinion.
Yeah.
Uh,
But you and AP and Ray Reed have been working forever.
yeah. Ray Reed and I, that's my brother.
He goes
We
through
have
crazy
like
concepts.
Now I'm selling popcorn like it's a motherfucking movie. Mixing my designers like a motherfucking smoothie, nigga.
Yeah.
Ray's
Right.
so fun because
he's ready to
I'm
be
like,
out there. You
yeah,
don't do any,
Right.
You tell him to put on the wig like
right.
Big
Yeah.
Worm.
I'm like,
he
let's
gonna
go
do
get an
it.
ice cream
Yeah.
truck. You
Let's
get a
do
crazy
it.
wig, and I'll meet you at the park.
Right.
And Ray's like,
And
cool.
he's
I'll
like,
see you tomorrow.
Ice cream truck.
Yeah.
I got it though.
Yep.
Let's
like,
go.
cool. Nando, let me get that ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then AP and I just, I feel like there's something, I don't know, like AP's he's like such a reserved cutie pie,
For
Like,
sure.
I'm in my mode, dope shit. They gon' need that re-up and some more shit. Dope shit, get that bag, chop it, then get more. With that hoe.
And I feel like, I don't know, I'll let him tell him, but I just like have like such a special love for that guy because he is something special, and I will forever champion him.
I knew AP when I was a teenager, and he was my favorite rapper at 19 years old.
That's
you know what I'm
tight.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
AP is, he's been that guy for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I listen to his music probably of rappers. I listen to AP probably more than
Nice.
anyone else.
Yeah.
National or not.
Right.
And
Crazy
always.
story in Miami. Somebody had an AP shirt on.
Really?
That's
It
tight.
had it with the ski mask. Remember when he did his release
What?
party with
Yeah,
that?
I remember that one.
We were at Bacon Bitch,
Yeah.
and I was with a bunch of girls, and I turned around, and he got an AP shirt on.
Yes.
Like,
That's
what are the
tight.
Shit.
odds? Like,
Right.
But that's
cool.
shout out to Bull.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Shout out Doobie
to Bull
Club.
out there. Yep.
Yeah.
Because we definitely been heavy out there for sure. For
I just
years.
seen Bull a couple weeks ago. Well, last time I went to Miami a couple weeks ago for
He's the best.
Rolling Loud. I've seen Bull.
He's the best.
He's great. Yeah,
I love him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Last question, 2-part question. What is next for Pape, and what is the finish line?
I already passed the finish line.
Nice.
I'm on victory laps.
Yes, I love that.
Take it how you want it, but that's how I really feel.
Yeah.
You know,
Like you surpassed what you
It's all for the enjoyment.
yeah, like I bought a house. I'm finna buy another house.
Yeah.
I've gotten my
A
family
beautiful
taken
family.
care of. Yeah,
Man.
I'm madly in love with my incredible
Dream
wife.
babe.
Shout out Meg.
Shout out
Dream
Meg.
Babe.
Yeah.
TM that.
Yeah. You know, like, you know, I don't need much, and I have everything that I need. So at this juncture, it's just like I'm just having a good time and just and I'm just kind of like fucking around, just seeing what I dig and what can just contribute to the legacy that I choose to leave behind. So like now, like the goal for me is Jason and I are working on we're scaling our business up. We're working on a docuseries.
It's a docuseries about.
It's about mobility.
Hey, Scott here. Thank you so much for coming to this page and joining us on this journey. Look, when I started, I had no idea where this whole thing would take me. All I wanted to do was find solutions for my own pain so I could be a better dad, both right now and as I got older.
And it's mostly, it's not for probably your target demographic.
You don't know my target demographic.
But it's about we're interviewing like everyone from like doctors to MMA fighters to other former Denver Broncos, and just talking about as you get older. The goal is in this formula is to tell this story of interesting people, but then at the end of each episode, you know, the kind of the capstone is you know, tips and tricks on how to age gracefully, really.
Okay. Nice.
Because, you know, I'm
Who doesn't
35.
want all that?
Yeah, you know, and so
Because I
it's
think
like,
if we would have started younger, we would be better now.
that's for sure.
So
Yes.
That's like a gem that people don't think of.
For sure, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
When does that drop?
pre-sale would be tentatively the pre-sale for it goes December 26th.
Okay.
And then it probably drops like top of February.
Nice.
But we have like, I've been working with these incredible internet marketers for like the past 5 years.
Yep.
And these guys are, the poorest person's a millionaire, the richest person's like 100 millionaire. And they just have like a really good formula. One of our partners on the project, he's scaled 5 businesses from $0 to $100 million, and then has like brilliant exit strategies. So like our goal is that we do, you know, we're just scaling for, frankly, for sale.
Yeah. No, that's the right thing to do.
And so that the goal is that like Dream World is like I put in 5 years of docuseries work, and I have like, you know, like 50 million in the bank, and I can fucking build out a fucking cool ass studio in Denver, and I can kind of be like the grandpop for the next kids that are coming up to do it, because I'm like.
So you want to teach people how to be,
or just not even teach them, but just create a safe space in which they can come and like fuck around.
Yeah, which is important.
Because I feel like there's a lot of incredible talent, you know, like Lincoln Bio, Mac Films, Hey A1, you know, these are like some incredible directors that are doing such cool shit. But I wish I was in a position right now in which I could provide them a facility in which they could just fuck around in.
Right.
You know, and I'm just not there.
Because you're somebody, and I feel the same way about it. You're not afraid to give the game away. Like, I don't have any secrets, and I think you're the same way.
Right, yeah. Because, you know, Gucci Man said that you got the sauce or the juice, right?
Right,
and so, like, you can buy and sell the juice, but you're born with the sauce.
That's
you know
right,
what I mean?
man.
So it's
That's
like,
right.
You know, I'm not
But
worried
you can get
about.
lost in the sauce.
Been there. But you know, like, you know, so I you know, you're a fucking dick if you want to act like you. Because the other reality too is like shit that I'm doing is not new.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. We're all learning from somebody else before us.
Exactly, and so don't be a fucking cunt, man.
Yeah,
Fucking share some shit.
I hate the game is to be sold, not told philosophy.
For sure.
You know, it's like give the fucking game away.
Give the fucking game away, and then like there's like I feel like there's levels to that because I believe that wholeheartedly until you get into the intricacies of it, right? Because there's once you get to like certain money making avenues, that's where you have to pay for it.
Well, you don't want to groom your own competition.
I don't necessarily think that, but I think that payment for me has always been respect coupons.
Yeah.
So it's like the reason why, because I don't really need rap video money because I'm doing commercials and shit.
Fun.
But I have to charge you because if I don't charge you, then you'll call me the day before and say, "Oh, sorry, my baby mom's tripping," or "Hey, I never actually finished recording this song, so can we push it back?" And then it's like, "Well, hey, man, I just blocked off this whole day."
Yeah.
And now you fucked it up. So if you don't,
more money,
and
more than what I'm charging you,
and so it's like there's a certain level of just like you gotta charge so that there's some ownership for someone. You know what I mean? And so like for knowledge, like. I want to give people as much as they can to like get started, but then once you get to a certain level, I don't do this, but I could see how someone would charge for more detailed or refined information because it's like it just shows me that you're willing to invest in your future.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's the education.
Yeah, consulting.
Exactly.
I mean, people hit me up and I charge $50 an hour for some game.
Right. And there's a difference between there's a difference between giving games to somebody in a casual conversation versus let me show you these different tools in Premiere.
Totally right.
You
know? For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But I still do free classes for Premiere.
Do you really?
Yeah, for my church.
I'm gonna take one.
Okay.
Shit, let me know when one is.
Yeah, I need to know.
Right. Yeah, she want to edit her own shit.
Yeah. You gotta go to church one day then.
Yeah, I would go to church for a day. It won't burn down, right?
I'm in that bitch with Hustle Man, bro. Me and Hustle Man are in there together, man.
Hell yeah. Where can they find your work?
Hit me up at pretty much Instagram at Pape Made This.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna stop using Instagram though and just go to Twitter.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about that? What's your?
I hate Meta. Which owns Instagram.
Sure.
I feel like Instagram is the best networking site right now.
So it is, but Twitter is up on NFTs and the virtual life that is coming.
Right.
Twitter is.
It's all going to change soon, hopefully.
It is, but as of currently, you know what I'm saying, they up on that.
Right.
And the only difference is that you can't put that on a Instagram or a Facebook as easily attainable.
But
it just depends on what your
Mark Zuckerberg will figure that out.
For sure. He's going to
let that shit go. Fucking cuck. Don't
he's
you
a
think?
robot.
I don't like him.
I don't think he's a real person, but we're not gonna talk about that.
He's like opposite of art and love.
Yeah, don't put that part because we will be dead in 48 hours.
Demonetized.
Who's ever seen him in person?
Yeah. So I don't know.
So
maybe Instagram. My website is collective-culture.com.
Perfect.
Fuck, I don't even update that though. So I guess just like catch me in real life.
YouTube.
Man.
What's your YouTube channel?
I don't really use it.
You don't really use YouTube?
I'm just
a real life person.
But you can find your work. You can find your work over all sorts of other artists.
Yeah,
YouTube.
Yeah. Made everything in Denver.
Right.
Yeah, just listen for that. Pape made this.
Man, well, thank you so much for coming out, bro. This is Bright Everything Highlights. We highlighted Jeremy Pape today. I'm Stevie Buggz. This is my co-host, Sanchez. Have a good one. Peace. Yo, it's Buggz, and if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you subscribe on YouTube at Bright Everything. Like, comment, share, support us so we can keep bringing you new content. Appreciate you. Peace.